What up? We're back. This is the Rivalry. Joe Stevens, me, Ryan, No Border Sports. Hey, Joe, is your world burning down around you like mine is?
What's up, dog?
Fuck, man. I'm not doing good. I am not doing good.
That's what I like to hear.
Shut up.
That's what I like to hear. So let's start with the news of the day. What everybody's talking about. Do you think it's Trey Lance or Brock Purdy who's going to be starting week 1?
Oh, fuck. I wish it was this at this point. I wish we were talking about something like that right now. I wish we were talking about who's the backup going to be at quarterback.
I'd say my favorite part of this downturn on this situation is, I mean, it was like, all you 49ers fans, which is still could be true. He still could totally sign an extension with the 49ers. But, if you go back to me talking to you and like all the other 49ers creators, Aiyuk is no problem. Trust me, we're going to get him. We're going to get him. And now it doesn't seem like that.
Okay. We could have this thing in the bag. That's why I'm so just distraught and besides myself right now. We are at this point because they thought that the rest of the league would just fucking, I guess, revolve around them and their time frame on how they wanted to do things. And it didn't. And they went from trying to get, I don't know, like a $1 to $2 million break a year off of like a $26 million contract. They're trying to get around 25, 24, I'm guessing. He was saying, no, at 26, 27, 28, and they were like, well, we'll come back to this. And then Justin Jefferson drops to 35. It resets the market. Now he's like, I want 30 because that's the new bar for me. And they're like, no, whoa. We were trying to get you down to 25. Like, bro, you had that chance. You squandered it. We didn't need to be here. And if you're going to send him to the Steelers for a second fucking rounder, and some mediocre ass fucking player, because they're not going to get rid of any of their good defensive players that we like.
Maybe Russell Wilson. Maybe
we don't fucking oh my god, I would fucking it makes no sense why we're fucking here. It makes no sense. This is some stupid ass shit. I was listening to Grant Cohn earlier today, and they try, this is totally true. He's like, every year they try to stretch it out to save themselves some money. Do they ever really save themselves some money? I don't think so. They've had to make everybody like the highest paid player every time they go to pay them, and they just wait to do it to the last fucking minute, and then they're not totally conditioned for the season, and they usually have a slump year, and they haven't figured this out yet, and they're still pulling this shit. Now it comes up to bite their ass in the last year of the window, supposedly.
I was gonna say too, it's the Super Bowl window is closing, and you can't be losing talent. It's not like it just opened. This team, they're fucking good. The 49ers are fucking good, and as much as it pains me to say as a Seahawks fan, they're really good, and they're probably the favorite to win the Super Bowl this year. But you can't be having problems like this. These are usually problems after you win the Super Bowl, is what I feel like.
But we went to the Super Bowl, so that's why we're having these problems.
I know, but it's still,
because everybody knows their value. Well, everybody knew their value before, but once you hit that mark, you have to go out and attack things for. It's just like in the regular workforce. Who cares if I bust my ass and I start taking on more responsibilities at work? They are not going to just walk by and just go, "Oh, Ryan, you're doing a great job. You know what? I should pay you more." No, they want you to get frustrated to the point where you're about to quit, and you just go, "You know what? You either give me a raise or I look for another place to go." And they'll go, "No, we could give you a raise. Yeah, no, it's no problem."
Yeah.
Because they waited all that time and saved all that money, not paying you that extra $1 an hour, waiting for you to spin your wheels. So they're just fucking, you shit in your bed, now you can't sleep in it, and you wonder why? It's your stupid ass tactics. If we can't get open on third down in man coverage this season, somebody's got to fry. Somebody's got.
That's what Juwan Jennings is for, dude. I mean,
yeah, but Juwan Jennings did not have like 1,000-yard season. He's not the same as Aiyuk. Don't get me wrong; he's a great player.
I know.
Yeah.
I told you guys last year. Going into last year, I said, "Is Deebo Samuel the one that's more versatile?" Yeah, but who's the receiver that scares me more? It's Brandon Aiyuk, and I said that going into last season. And I still agree with that. I mean, if there's no Brandon Aiyuk on the 49ers, boy, I'm a lot less scared of their offense than I was, because with Aiyuk, it seems like the 49ers literally have it all. They have a receiver that can basically, get in the backfield, get in the slot, play outside, and Deebo. So he's decent at everything. You have McCaffrey, who's great at playing running back. And Aiyuk, who's great at playing receiver, and don't forget about Kittle, who's great at playing tight end. But you lose that great at playing receiver. I don't think they're the same offense. Maybe they can be. Maybe Pearsall.
Think about this. Well, Pearsall's on his third fucking injury.
Oh, is he hurt now?
Yeah, he's got a no contact jersey on. He's on his third fucking injury. He's barely been in fucking pads. Now. One of the injuries was a hamstring pull outside of camp, where he was trying, right? So I don't really count the hamstring against him, but he's got 2 physical contact injuries already. It's not like his big knock was durability, and and Lynch was like, "Oh, I think the one thing I really like about him is durability." And it's like, whoa, what are your skills? Where are your skills at, homie? Because doesn't seem like he's that durable right now. Now, we can see this play out. It's just with this Brandon Aiyuk situation, this is not a good thing to be having right now. We need our first rounder to be able to take contact, because it's the NFL. Holy shit.
Yeah, we have a receiver kind of like that, a second-round pick, Dwayne Eskridge. But let me ask you a question.
Wait, real quick. One thing I wanted to say.
Yeah.
So you were talking about, no Brandon Aiyuk. Okay, yeah, no Brandon Aiyuk. So Kittle won't be able to. It won't be a. You're going to have to take a lot off the field to leave Kittle into block at that point, because he's one of your best receivers, right?
Oh, for
so
sure.
It was a luxury to keep him in or have him go out and this and that. Now he's going to have to go out. Somebody else is going to have to block who's not as talented.
Which is great, because I have Kittle on my fantasy team. So
I'm so frustrated. Not to say that nobody can't come up and shine, but I don't think anybody on the team has the skills of what Brandon Aiyuk brings to the table. Juwan Jennings can run every route on the tree, but he's not a guy who's going to burn you when he gets past the safety. He's not that deep threat. Yes, he's Mr. Dependable, 10, 20 yards, Mr. Dependable all day long, but that beautiful over the top throw that really takes the top off, that's Brandon Ayuk's ball.
But let me ask you a question here. Say Pearsall doesn't work out. I mean, like a first round pick would, and say the rumors are true that Aiyuk is gone. I mean, McCaffrey was talking about him in a past tense yesterday. About
I don't know what all that means. There's also, I don't know. I think there was things. So the whole when they came out and said the Patriots and the Browns were in on this contract, right? Or in on this trade. I was like, wow, out of the middle of nowhere, right? And then I started thinking about like New England. And I was thinking, is really first thing, do we want Jason or Brandon Bourne back? No, we don't want Jason Bourne, right? Jason? Brandon. Yeah. Yeah. We don't want him back.
Sorry,
It's not
Jason Bourne. Jason Bourne was the movie. It's
we need a Jason Bourne if we're getting rid of fucking Brandon Aiyuk. Anyway.
Kendrick Bourne. Kendrick.
There we go.
That's what it is.
I used to love Kendrick. I still appreciate him, but that's not what I need on my Super Bowl winning team. Right? And I'm thinking, why are they going to give up all this to get Brandon Aiyuk when they don't even know if they've got their quarterback really? You know what I mean? Like they don't know what they got there. Like,
because I think that's how much value they see in Aiyuk, and I think
you're not in that position yet. You're not in that position yet to really do that. I would not waste any of my draft capital on anybody trying to put if let's say you guys did as good as you did last year, but a little bit better, then this offseason, I would pull a move like that if I were you guys. You know what I mean? Of getting not necessarily a wide receiver.
Yeah, not that position, but I get it. A position.
Yeah, because I think you're closer. And I don't.
But I think that drove Aiyuk's value up even more, seeing that a team that's not ready to compete for
You know what that to me was? That was, you ever seen Django?
No.
Okay, well, there's a part in the beginning of Django. There's his owner. Django is a slave, and his owner tells him that he's got sand because Django, he's not trying to be owned by no man, right? Rightly so. So he tells him, "You got sand. I got no need for somebody with sand." And then he tells his dude to go and sell him cheap. And why to sell him cheap? Because it's gonna be real hard fucking work. Because the places that are going to go work you to death, they're not going to pay a lot for you. Right. So he said, I want to sell them cheap. When it was like, hey, he's got Browns or the Patriots, I was like, he's trying to sell them cheap. That's just like, go off to the shitlands.
To be fair, the Browns made the playoffs last year,
but the Browns are the Browns.
The Browns look really good with Flacco. Just the problem is they didn't look good with their starting quarterback, who they massively
We said that when they got Deshaun Watson. We've said that so many times about the Browns until they prove me wrong. I'm betting against them every fucking time.
I was out on the Browns, Watson.
So I just see it was like, oh, you want to play this game? Well, you can go to Cleveland, or you can go to Massachusetts. Go freeze your ass up there, right? And I think later, all of a sudden, it was like Brandon Aiyuk's agent came in, was like, whoa, there's one more, the Steelers. And then all of a sudden, people were like, oh, and the Steelers got a deal too, or been talking about this too. So I just, this whole deal, they just handled this so ineptly. This could have been handled. This could have been handled and done, and everybody could be in camp. And now look at where we are, because you guys wanted to try it and save $1 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Good, guys. Good. If we don't win a Super Bowl this year, come on, guys. What are we doing? Is this all in? Is this all in? Jed, is this all in? Jed, you letting these guys do this shit to the team right now? You go be a fucking Jerry Jones at the last fucking minute? You dumbass bitch.
Sorry, I have no respect for Jed York.
I wish Lowell Cone could have fired your ass. You fucking coward.
Anyways. So that's how you feel about that.
Fuck. Handle some fucking business. Your shit is crumbling right in front of you. I don't think we've got a good chance to win the Super Bowl without Brandon Aiyuk. I think we can still maybe make a good deep run. But when it comes down to it at the end, your team has to be firing on all cylinders at each position, and wide receiver is an extremely important one when you're trying to convert on third down.
Well, and so is left tackle,
which isn't getting done because they're still trying to get BA done. That's
exactly.
the only that's this whole thing is holding up BA. We could have had fucking both of them in practice right now.
Exactly. And
stupid.
Yeah, and you know what? Williams isn't afraid to not play too. Like, look at what he did with the Redskins before. So I mean, that's not a guy you want to play chicken with either.
Well,
I get he knows the offense. He's going to be
They tried to fucking kill him. They tried to kill him.
I know they did with the deal on his head. But anyways, he's held out before, and somebody said it. I think it was, I forget.
You know, he's got his own private jet, right?
Sweet.
You know why?
Why?
He's a boxing promoter.
For who?
He for fighters.
Dude, I have fucking Jim Everett the Great on here. That's pretty impressive.
We'll see if it's the real one.
I think it's the real one.
Yeah, we'll see.
I think that's a real one. I agree. The Rams do run the West. I haven't heard from you in a while, so
no, that's the fake one.
Oh, well, fake one, real one. Anyways, yeah. So let's talk about Trent Williams. They're gonna get him done, right? So in the next 2 weeks, he's probably gonna be done.
Depends. When does Brandon Aiyuk move on?
Okay. Well, what's the time period where you start really getting concerned when Trent Williams is not on the field?
Oh, it's got to be.
He's a pro's pro. I mean, he knows the offense like the back of his dick. So,
fuck. I'd say he needs at least 2-3 weeks. So we're coming up on it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Probably by the last week of the preseason. So the week before Labor Day. If nothing's done, I'd start being pretty concerned.
Yeah. It's not a good situation to be in. Look at what you did. You've got one player that you're about ready to trade. And because you couldn't sign him early on in the season for close to what he was asking for, and you watch the cap or the price get reset in front of you, and now your left tackle can't come into camp because you can't square him up without
which is crazy too, because
Brandon Aiyuk up.
Because Aiyuk would be an extension. He has 2 years left on his deal, right? On his rookie contract. So that wouldn't affect the cap this year or next year. That'd be affecting the cap.
I understand. I totally understand.
26.
We're talking about the team's leverage, though. So you're talking about, like, if they go and pay Trent and handle all this business, and Brandon Aiyuk's like, well, you got money for everybody else, bro. So where's the rest of mine? Like, you're almost there. You're almost there. You gave everybody else the money they were asking for. So where's the rest of mine? And I think that's the only reason why that's got to be the only reason why Trent Williams hasn't been made whole yet.
Yeah.
What was it? Somebody just got made the highest paid tackle again. So the amount that Trent wants to get paid just went up also.
Yeah, and I heard it wasn't just that. It was a guaranteed money as a thing. He has no guaranteed money in these next
He's got no guaranteed money, but the last time the guaranteed money was there, everything was good. He just wasn't the highest paid left tackle.
I think there's more to this one, though. I think there's more to this one because there is no guaranteed money.
Right. I get that. But last time when there was everything on the table other than him being the highest paid person, he was tripping over being the highest paid person, and they beat it by $10,000. It was beat by how much? $10,000. He makes a shit ton of money. That's what I'm saying. He makes a shit ton of money. This is all principle to him. That's why guaranteed money. Yes, he wants guaranteed money because he wants to make sure there's money for what he's throwing on the line. But the other thing is if I'm going back to the table, I'm getting my status back as the highest paid left tackle.
Well, and a question to you, not from Trent.
I could be wrong. But I bet you when the smoke settles.
Not from Trent Williams' point of view, from the 49ers' point of view, when does he start slowing down? He's 36 years old. I mean, Father Time is undefeated. When do you think he actually starts slowing down? And you think that's part of what the 49ers are thinking right now?
That he's slowing down?
No, he didn't last year, right? But I think the 49ers are thinking, what's the clock? When does he start slowing down?
Yeah. I think that's on their mind. Obviously, it's on their mind.
Because if he was 27, this would be done.
But at the same time, I think he understands that. I think this is to get one more year with guaranteed money on it, because after that, he's done.
Yeah, he'd be 37 going into.
Supposedly he wants to play till 40.
Well, we saw Whitworth. Whitworth was what, 39? And he's not what Trent Williams is.
No.
So, not saying he was bad. I mean, Whitworth was really fucking good, but he's not what. I mean, Trent Williams is a Hall of Famer, for sure.
Yeah. First ballot.
Yeah. Agreed.
When everybody says you're the most talented person in the league, kind of, you know what I mean? And they're just like, he's just the best athlete kind of around, even though he's a left tackle, like to get all that up and moving as a quick of a pace that he can. It's nasty. It's scary. Like, it's just like remember when he pulled against the Green Bay Packers, what was it, 2 years ago? Or was this last year? No, it was 3 years ago against Aaron Rodgers.
He's had quite a few open field blocks. So it's kind of
he came over and he hit Dwelly. He halfway hit Dwelly, and Dwelly's like rocked and like falls off to the side, but like Dwelly falls off to the side and there's somebody right in front of him, so he just kind of runs into him a little bit. Yeah.
Let's talk about what's been going on the field. If that's fine with you.
Yeah. On your field or my field? Because I'm dying to hear what you got going on. You were smirking earlier. You smirking now.
Yeah, I really am. Big news within the last couple days. So we signed a center, Connor Williams. He was with the Miami Dolphins last year, towards ACL in December, so he might not be available till week 1, it seems like. But he's allowed basically 4 sacks in the last 2 years. He has as a center, the best pass block win rate in the NFL over the past 2 seasons. And he played guard before that. So that's a huge addition to the offensive line. It's only 1 year, $6 million. And I think he's 27 years old. So I think this is one thing where if the Seahawks realize that he's playing at high level by October, November, I don't think they wait till the offseason. I think they extend him then. And I'd really appreciate that. Or I'd really appreciate that because we've had 5 different centers in the last 5 seasons. I mean, it'd be nice to get one guy that can just stay there for 2 or 3 years consistently. So that's kind of a big deal.
Are you putting the cart before the horse, Joe? Are you that parched where you are telling me that this bottle of water is the best bottle of water you've ever had?
Yeah, well, PFF right now, Trent Williams out, actually has projected the Seahawks as the best offensive line in the NFC West.
Okay.
Obviously, that's with Trent Williams out.
Yeah,
That's not with Trent Williams in. That's with a huge question mark at the left tackle position of the 49ers. But, I mean, I think it's true. Our offensive line is kind of solid right now. We get Abe Lucas. I think the offensive line is looking really good. But the problem is he's had knee injuries all last year, right? And it doesn't seem like they're getting better. We have George Fant at right tackle. I don't know. I feel for some reason, some weird optimistic feeling. I feel good about the offensive line going into the season. I haven't felt good about the offensive line going into a season since 2015, so 9 years. I'm looking at the date right now. About 9 years since I felt this good about the offensive line.
Oh wow.
I guess Mike McDonald has nothing but praise for Charles Cross, our left tackle. He said he thinks he's going to be our weapon on the offensive line this year, which I have no fucking idea what that means. Maybe it means pulling like a Trent Williams or, kind of open field blocking. But I'm excited about that. And, yeah, the offensive line is kind of a big thing this camp.
Well, I'm glad for you. I'm glad that you're excited. Who knows? It so with them being in the first year together, even though
Exactly.
the talent,
Exactly.
Yeah,
Let's see how they gel. Let's see how they gel, because that's one of the things like the defensive backs last year. They didn't gel together. I mean, they did not fucking gel together. I think they were still the most talented secondary in the NFL. It didn't show because when you're running zone coverage and somebody doesn't know what the fuck they're doing, Jamal Adams, no fucking clue what he was doing all season.
Yeah, it's hard to play zone when not everybody's in the right position because it makes a gaping hole, and then everybody else has got to work twice as hard to run to a spot that nobody else was covering. It's bad.
Yeah. Even if they're in man, Jamal Adams found a way to fuck that up because his guy would always be open.
That's what you shouldn't put him on. You shouldn't put him on a man.
Shouldn't put him on the fucking field. Shouldn't put him between the white lines. I think that's my biggest thing with Jamal.
You know what? Maybe he could spy / take care of the running back.
No, because then you'd have to open field tackle, which was not his strong suit. So,
well, if he really thinks that the quarterback's going to throw the ball to him, you could just just cause a penalty. Like a
just tackle every play.
Yeah, just tackle him, or just go for his legs, take his legs out before the ball gets there. I understand it's not going to be the best, but at least you didn't let the guy get past you, right?
Yeah. My lasting image of Jamal Adams in the Seahawks uniform will be Deebo Samuel running past him. And this is one thing that pisses me off. You guys are paid millions of fucking dollars, right? I'm not. I'm paid nothing. This is why I'm bitching, right? I'm paid nothing. And Deebo gets to about the 10-yard line and you see Jamal Adams' shoulders pull up. And I think that was the final straw with Jamal Adams. It was lack of effort. I don't know that. Yeah, he's a fucking cocksucker. Yeah. But anyways, so the real news coming out of Seahawks camp today was there was about 10 fights in practice today.
Oh, are you doing a combined practice?
No.
Oh, this is squad on squad.
Squad on squad.
Ooh.
Everybody said the generic answer would be to say that they just can't wait to hit somebody, right? So let's wait till Saturday of the Chargers. I think today was the first practice where ownership was there. And Mike McDonald has really been towing the line between physical and personal fouls, if that makes sense. He wants the most physical team out there. So let's just start with it. Fight number 1, I guess. I wasn't there. Nothing was taped except one of them. You can go on Twitter and find DK Metcalf swinging a helmet at somebody very easily.
Okay. I'll tweet it. I'll get it right now. Let's see. But go ahead, talk about the first one. I'll bring the other one up.
So I guess the first one was between Jake Bobo and Trey Brown. Trey Brown rips Jake Bobo's helmet off and I guess gives him an uppercut, and his nose is bleeding all over his uniform. So he has red all over his white uniform. Offense wore white today.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get to the second fight. in which is the most viral one, I guess you would say, where Trey Brown then came after DK Metcalf. So keep in mind, Trey Brown's 5'10", 190 pounds, run after DK, who's 6'4", 230. DK just rips his fucking helmet off and throws it at him. Practice was stopped after that.
No, it doesn't. Are you talking about the here? I should just share this shit right now, right?
Yeah, just share it on screen.
Yeah, we doing that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all right.
Let's get some.
Just watch it on replay. Yeah, just look between Michael Robinson and the white guy.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah. So that's DK throwing somebody's helmet. Well, Trey Brown's helmet at Trey Brown.
Well, it hits somebody else. It hits number 27, 20 something right there.
Yeah, it hit I believe it was Artie Burns on accident, which is really good that it didn't hit Trey Brown in the head.
And they got the pillow tops on their helmets anyways. So it like didn't even.
Exactly. Perfect. You know what? No harm, no foul there. After that, I guess they call a team meeting. Mike McDonald basically says, listen, next fight that happens, whoever's in it is getting the fuck out of practice, right? So literally they're doing one-on-ones between O-line and D-line. And Derek Hall goes against Christian Haynes, the rookie guard out of UConn. And I guess Christian Haynes...
There's a better angle. Sorry. I found a better angle.
Got it. Go ahead.
It's this one right here.
Yeah. Yeah, sure see it. No, I saw it.
Here we go. There we go. Bang.
Yeah, there you go. Not
and then
bad.
DK comes back to talk more crap. He got finger wagging too. See that? It's bam. Well, maybe come and tell you a second time.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that stemmed from the guy who got his helmet ripped off, Trey Brown, taking Jake Bobo's helmet, who's another receiver, off and punching him in the face. I have a weird feeling that those two coincidences are connected with each other. Fight number 3, and that was after the team gathered at midfield, and Mike McDonald said, listen, I love the passion that you guys are playing with, but need to tone it the fuck down, basically, right? We're here for each other. And even if they're opponents, you know, most of you guys would be kicked out of the fucking game at this point. So, anyways, right after that, they're doing O-line, D-line one-on-ones, and Christian Haynes was kind of blocking after the whistle, and then Derek Hall fucking came after him after the whistle. So both of them got kicked out of practice. There was about 3 more that I don't know off the top of my head, but I guess that was the theme of today's practice was fights.
We, as far as I hear, we've had 1 so far between, was it Drake Nugent and Collins?
Mm-hmm.
Or so it was one of our D tackles. And I think Nugent was playing right tackle or something. Which he was a center. Well, he's a candidate for center. So I don't. That's what we had so far. Normally it's Brandon Aiyuk getting in. Well, it's Fred Warner starting fights with everybody, and then Brandon Aiyuk standing up for somebody and telling Fred Warner, chill the fuck out.
So, the other fight that happened was, I guess, our new linebacker Dodson from Buffalo. He's going to be one of the 2 starting inside linebackers. Quote unquote, leveled Ken Walker as he was crossing the goal line, which tight end Pharaoh Brown took exception to and went after him. And this was actually the same play that Trey Brown hit Jake Bobo in the face. So they're kind of playing like little giants right now.
What is going? Why do you have like? I understand, a little bit of holding here, being a little rough and this and that, but why are you just totally being hella disrespectful to your own teammates? You know
Can
what I
I be
mean? Like,
honest? Can I be
yes,
honest?
please.
It's a breath of fresh air because you used to hear this shit coming out of the Legion Boom Seahawks all the fucking time, especially the early years, right? The 11, 12, 13. And those guys gave a fuck. And it seems like this team, you know what? Nobody's guaranteed a spot like under Pete. Nobody knows the coach. They're fighting for their fucking jobs right now. And it seems like they give a fuck, which is so nice to hear, unlike before.
Yes, but also some of this shit can cause fractures inside of a team.
I don't think it will. I guess DK had a big I guess DK had a nice like post practice kind of speech to everybody, and he's one of the team leaders now, and I guess the team took basically received it very well. And I don't
Team
know.
leaders don't throw fucking helmets at their other fellow players, bruh.
I don't know. Just wait.
Well,
This team,
yeah.
as Jonathan Gann would say, this team's got that fire in their gut. All right.
Like me
They
personally,
they drove their car there.
DK's like twice the size of the dude he ripped the helmet off and tried and throw. If he really wanted to, if something really was that bad and egregious, pick his little ass up and toss him. Shot put his ass. Fucking Olympics that shit. Let him
No,
know.
I guess that guy came after him, just started running after him, and then everybody started holding DK back before that guy got to him.
You see what I'm saying though? Like, handle the business. You don't have to do this. Like, when you grab a helmet, to me, that's petty shit.
Yeah.
When you grab a helmet, to me, that's bitch shit. So just, you're on a football field, full pads. Same thing with him. Pick him up, throw his ass.
He's a wide receiver, dude. He's a fucking diva. What do you expect? All wide receivers are divas.
Not all of them. Well, I'm sorry. One of my favorite wide receivers is Steve Smith, Senior, and he wouldn't have flung no helmet at somebody, but he would have damn sure got the better hand of this. You know what I'm saying? He would have fucked somebody up. And even if it was fucking like broken up and he didn't get the clear winner, the other person definitely doesn't want to get tangled up with him ever again.
Yeah, most of them are petty though. Let's be honest. Most wide receivers are total divas and bitches and petty as fuck. So,
and especially when a team tries to fucking belittle them and not sign them for the money that they fucking were asking for in the beginning, and then the market gets reset, then you got to go back and fucking hardball them when you should be fucking groveling. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Little repressed feelings still. Fucking. Look. That's how I want to scream right now.
Dude, I cannot wait to get my hands on that number 11 Steelers jersey. Aiyuk on the back.
I'll come down there. I'll come down there and I will let all the air out of all your vehicle's tires. And then I will do something bad to your air compressor.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're I don't know. They could still get a deal done though, realistically.
Yes. So how it looked like Brandon Aiyuk when it sounded like he wasn't very interested about the Patriots at all.
That's what I heard.
Which to me sounds like he wants to go to the Steelers. If like it's Niners or Steelers, that's to me, this is what it sounds like to me at this point. It's Niners or Steelers. He's happy either way. He wants to get paid, right? That's what I'm getting from this situation. So
have all 31 other teams, say another team swooped in there, which one would you be most pissed about?
Well, they're not gonna trade him to a team we'd be pissed about. What we're going to be pissed about is the shit ass fucking deal we get in return.
What do you think the Chiefs?
Does that make sense?
What do you think the Chiefs are doing right now?
Bro, if they traded him to the Chiefs, If they did that, then I'm sorry. Something needs to happen to them. I don't know what, but something would need to happen to them because they really don't get it. They
That's
really don't
Aiyuk's
fucking get
dream
it.
destination right there, Kansas City.
He'll finally win a fucking Super Bowl. Fucking shit. How are we going to get back there without fucking Brandon Aiyuk or somebody of his talent? Do we have guys like that waiting in the wing? We haven't seen somebody.
That's another question I want to ask you. How much different do you think the situation is if they would have fed him the ball during the Super Bowl? Do you think it's any different, or you think it's all money, no disrespect?
You might be in the same situation because if we won, then he would be like, I'm a Super Bowl champion, Brandon Aiyuk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think we would still be here, but we'd have a Super Bowl and we really wouldn't be, we'd have a Super Bowl win and we wouldn't really be that, like, look, we're fucking on a desert island right now, right? And we are dehydrated. We need water. If we would have gotten our water last year, this problem right now wouldn't be an issue, but we still ain't got our water. And this is a problem with us. He's one of our SOS rocks. You know, you put the rocks out in the SOS. We're having to give away one of them SOS rocks. We're not gonna get some water if they can't see our SOS. So it's bro. This is so stupid.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
You can't. What can you say? Oh, I'm sorry, Ryan. I would have just given him his fucking money that he asked for in the beginning because I knew the fucking market was going to reset at any moment in time. So knowing that if I fucking give him what he's asking for today, I will be saving money over what I'll have to pay him if we sign him tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that's what you would say, but you would be like, but Ryan, I'm not in control, so I can't help you there. And I'd say, yes, Joe, I know. You're just a guy from Washington who doesn't know anything about football compared to supposedly these people.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can make great assumptions on how to take care of this. Look, weren't you talking about if the center starts looking good by the beginning of the season, extend him? It's almost like we did that with Drake Greenlaw. We were like, holy shit, Drake Greenlaw. If he gets to the end of the season looking as good as he is, we're going to lose him. And we need to have him next to Fred Warner because it's just, it's like peanut butter and jelly.
Mm-hmm.
So why didn't we do that with Brandon Aiyuk? We didn't know how the dominoes were going to fall. I understand that, but you can always broach the topic.
I just
be like, hey, Brandon, here, what about 22 at the start of the season? We'll give you 22, 23 million a year. I seen somebody on Twitter. He was trying to say that Brandon Aiyuk, what is it? He's 29th in attempts or catches.
Targets.
He's 29 in targets. And since he's been in the league, he's like 17th in yards and all this and that. And I'm like, okay, bro. But he's been the third and fourth target on the team those years. And with him being 29th in targets, that's a starting wide receiver, right? That's a starting wide receiver number as the third. Let's just say the third option, because when Christian got on the team, he became the fourth. So just arguing he was the third option on the team, this is still good shit. And when you look at his yard per catch, it's amazing. And whether you want to be like, oh, he is or he isn't, whenever he touches the ball and he gets it in his hands, this year, 3/4 of all his catches were either a first down or a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
That is worth every dollar that you can pay the man. 3/4 of every time he touches the ball, he's either giving you another set of downs, which gets you closer to getting a touchdown or a field goal, or he's just getting you the touchdown. That's a guy you want to have on your team. You know why? Because you're gonna be able to extend drives. And here we are about to fucking gift wrap him for the fucking Pittsburgh Steelers for a fucking bag of balls and a fucking mid-round second. A mid-round fucking second. Woo! Fuck. because we know he's not going to be last, so it won't be in the beginning of the second round. He's always going to have a 500 season. So hey, middle of second round, Brandon Aiyuk. When we picked at the end of the first round this year, and we got a receiver who's broken. So how are we going to replace Brandon Aiyuk? We can't. Look, maybe there's somebody on the team who could fill his role, but it's not now. It's not now. It's not this year. There may be a guy or two, but nobody's got on the team. Nobody has the footwork like Brandon Aiyuk has to just fucking break people's ankles. Brandon Ayuk's the guy I want to play basketball with, right? That's the guy I want on my team because he's going to fuck you all up when he goes to the hole. You're going to be laying on the ground and he's going to have his fucking arm in the net like that after he dunked it, just looking at you like, yeah, that's what he does. So we don't have anybody like that now. I'm talking as it's already past tense. I already feel like this has already happened.
So is McCaffrey.
McCaffrey, what?
He talks like it's past tense as well. He's talking like it happened.
I don't know what that is. I don't know. It could have been a Freudian slip. It could just be a fuck up. You know what I mean? Here he is saying he doesn't want to get in this drama and this and that, and then he says something like that to get even more in the drama.
I don't think he meant to.
I don't think he meant to either. Now,
but I think that's how he felt. I don't think he meant to, but I think that's how they feel, that he's not a part of the team anymore. I think it's just a slip up. Yeah, like you're not supposed to say that. You're not supposed to say it like that. He fucked up, but I think that's truly how he feels.
Yeah, look. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, bro.
Anyways, what do you got going on the rest of the week, man?
I don't know. I got fixed the brake line in the truck. And then I got to start streaming on OBS. I got I got a trucker game. I got me a trucker. What?
I'm out.
Why?
I'm out on games.
I got a trucker game, bro. You would probably like this. It's badass. I got truckers. I be trucking around. You know, it's hella sketchy. When you're doing 90 in a semi truck and a turn comes up. I've rolled my it's really nice about this game. It only costs like a couple $100 to get your semi like undone. It could be upside down, it could be stuck in a horrible situation. It only costs a couple $100. So, usually I try the e-brake if the regular brakes don't work, because they don't normally, because I'm going too fast. But the e-brake, sometimes it doesn't work either. So, you can always just, for a couple $100, just get it towed. So
you gonna be streaming that?
I think it's kind of interesting.
Are you going to be streaming?
I'm going to be, yeah. I'm gonna do it on the vertical. Okay. Not like this format, but like the shorts, but live.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it on there.
Okay.
Yeah. Give it a test run.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Go ahead. You'll enjoy that.
Hell yeah. I also found, on that thing, there's a dude who does like this one-man band mariachi, right? Mm-hmm. He's got himself a harp, and he's got like a keyboard attached to the harp, and the keyboard's got all his trumpet sounds, and he just sits there and sings, and he does the harp with one hand and the trumpet with the other one, and he just...
You're not going to do that, are you? You're going to try?
No. But like if I had the talent, I would be doing that shit every night. My roommate, he's got the talent to do that, and I'm about to show him about, hey, bro, look at this guy, bro. This guy's got like 4 cell phones all hooked up to his harp, and he's like running like this whole show off of like 4 cell phones and then recording it off of another. So he's got like a 5 or 6 cell phone setup. Yeah, bro, this guy's getting it. But yeah, El Patron. Yeah, check him out.
Well, I think I'm gonna get out of here. I think I'm doing a show with Candace either tomorrow or next week. From Sport Ethos Seahawks, and that's about it. You streaming the preseason game?
I might. I don't know. I'm just
I'm
gonna
thinking
figure
about
out.
it too. I'm like, either I'm gonna sit on the couch and watch it, or I'm gonna sit right here and watch it. So I don't fucking know. I don't know yet.
I'm kind of just figuring out how I'm gonna get through the night. I think I'm just gonna probably scream into my pillow until I pass out.
Yeah,
That'll probably work pretty well. I think,
Hey, it's never too late to jump on the good side.
Jump off a bridge, yes.
The Golden Gate, yeah.
Oh God, this is so stupid. Jed, get off your ass and do something. Jesus,
No,
put your foot in somebody's ass.
He would not make the right decision. Do not give him that kind of power.
They went to Jed to go get this money so they could go get Javon Hargrave last year. They were like, Jed, we need this money. Why didn't you go to Jed this year for some money, you fucking bastards?
If you put Jed York in charge of that, he'd trade Aiyuk for a 6th round pick and then trade Trent Williams for a 5th. I don't trust Jed York. Well, I'm fine with it, but if I were a 49ers fan, I would not trust Jed York because he's a guy that chose Balky over Harbaugh.
Bro, that's why Lowell Cone have you seen the clip of Lowell Cone? I don't know who
Lowell Cone is.
That's Grant Cohn's father. And Grant Cohn's father says, "Oh, you had to fire you fired Balky because of accountability?" He's like, "Yeah, because accountability." He's like, "Okay, let's go with that. So why shouldn't you be fired?" He's
Actually,
like,
no. I heard about that.
Of the team. Yeah.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah. That's what they're scared of. They're scared of media who will fucking ask them questions like that.
Well, yeah, that's why the Seahawks don't go on fucking. That's why the Seahawks and the Mariners don't go on KJR. They go on ESPN Radio because they know they're going to get softball asked questions because ESPN Radio partners with those two programs. That's the deal. That's how it's been since the beginning of time. I mean, that's how it is.
Yep.
Sorry. Just being honest.
Hey, no, it is what it is, bro. Bullshit, but it is what it is.
Well, with that, we'd like to thank everybody for watching. I don't even know. We didn't even have a show sheet planned for this at all, so I don't know how we did. Maybe I'll rewatch the highlights and saw us go. Basically, I don't think it was all over the board. I think it was Aiyuk and then travel to something else, then back to Aiyuk. So it wasn't all over the board. I'd say most of it was about the biggest news in the NFL right now, though. So
this is so stupid.
Just so happens to be in Santa Clara.
Yep.
But yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Hope you have a great night.